So I spent just over an hour with the Black Grimoire Cursebreaker, which was enough to get me through the prologue and a little bit beyond it. And I want to start by saying this game immediately hit a very specific nostalgia nerve for me. If you ever played old school RuneScape, especially back in the early days, this game is going to feel extremely familiar in the best possible way. The UI, the pacing, the skill systems, it all feels like a deliberate callback rather than a cheap imitation. Combat is clunky, there's no way around that. Even though it's technically real time, it almost feels turn-based in how deliberate and slow everything is. And yet, it works. Once I adjusted my expectations, the combat made sense within the game's overall rhythm. I played as Nyako, my go-to archer character, which I played for Baldur's Gate 3 and Dungeons & Dragons, and which I also played in Gadonia and Gadonia 2. So I focused almost entirely on bow combat, which is the playstyle I enjoy most. Range combat felt serviceable, readable, and consistent with the old-school MMO vibe the game is clearly aiming for. What really surprised me, though, was the premise. You don't play as a nobody. You play as a once great ruler who's been dead for over 100 years. In fact, you don't even get to name your character. You play as a specific guy. I can't remember what his name is, but you play as a specific guy, raised from the grave and bound as a slave to a necromancer. That's a genuinely interesting setup. The implication seems to be that your ultimate goal is to break your curse, maybe to reclaim your legacy, maybe even to finally return to death and rest in peace. The prologue is spent living through your memory of what it was like when you were alive and you were a ruler. I can't say for sure yet what the ultimate goal is, simply because I haven't played far enough, but it's a strong hook. Beyond combat, the game also includes skills like crafting, cooking, and fishing, which further reinforces that RuneScape DNA. These systems felt immediately intuitive to me, and if you've ever enjoyed grinding skills while half watching something else, you'll feel right at home. Now, I do have one major disappointment. I really wish this game were multiplayer. One of the best parts of playing RuneScape as a kid, when I was in elementary school, was convincing my friends to join me. I could show off my character, we could trade, we could go fishing together, we could go into the wild, get into trouble there, ambush other players. Cursebreaker technically allows you to see other players and chat with them, but there's no meaningful interaction beyond that. No grouping, no trading, no shared activities. That decision almost completely neuters the social side of what this game is clearly inspired by, and it's genuinely sad, because this is a game that does so much right otherwise. Overall, however, I do recommend the Black Grimoire Cursebreaker. It's a fantastic nostalgia trip for fans of classic MMOs, and it clearly understands the era it's drawing from. Just know that it's a lonely experience. If you're looking for that old school MMO feeling without the social layer, this game delivers. If you're hoping to recreate those shared memories with friends, you may walk away wishing for more. Still, for what it is, it brought back a lot of good memories, and that counts for something. And for only $15, even when it's not on sale, you can hardly go wrong. So that was my first impression of the Black Grimoire Cursebreaker. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did enjoy this and you want to see more game reviews, first impressions, let's plays, live streams, please like and subscribe for more. I will see you next time, and you need to relax.